Hello everyone.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello. My name is George. I'm a lecturer at Coventry University and I'm here again chatting with one of our Chinese students. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay. My name is Yuki Wang and I come from SUFE, that's Shanghai University of Finance and Economic. Yeah.
And so what are you studying?
I studying for business and finance in Coventry University.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, of course he is. He has to say yes for the video. So today the topic we're going to be discussing, of course, is travelling in the UK. Many people who want to come here, their idea is, where do I go? Obviously we have classes, you have your lifestyle, you have shopping, you have all sorts of things. But when you have the weekend and free time, you want to get away from beautiful Coventry.
Yeah.
So have you travelled much?
Yeah, I travel much.
So where have you been able to go in the UK?
Many places like London. Yeah, it's really convenient for Coventry to go into London, and for Manchester, it may be a bit more far than London. Yeah, but you can go to Manchester in maybe less than 2 hours, and you can enjoy the football games in Manchester, and you can enjoy the shopping in London. Yeah.
Okay, but we have football teams in Coventry. Coventry.
Yeah.
Is it Coventry United?
Yeah. Coventry City.
City. That's it.
City.
I'm not a footballer. But do you when you go on these trips? Is this something you must organise yourself?
Yeah, organize myself.
How do you go?
First of all, you need to find a way to go like London or Manchester. Yeah, you can choose the bus like National Express, and you can choose the most popular with that train. Yeah, you can buy the ticket online or buy a ticket on the station, whatever you want. And if you want to go many places like London, like Manchester, and you want to go like once a week or maybe more, that depends on yourself. You can buy a young person card. Yeah, that may save a lot of money for you.
Oh yeah, there's good recommendations.
Yeah.
I like that. So have you had any difficulties with travelling with language or any? I mean, travelling in China on the train is quite different being in the UK. Obviously in China with the train stations, you buy a ticket online, which then takes a long time, much longer queues.
Yeah.
As a foreigner, I can't use my passport to pick it up myself. I have to wait in the queue.
Yeah.
Then we go upstairs. It's huge, and everyone's hanging around. You have to wait before you can go. It's a complicated.
Yeah.
So how do you like it in the UK? How do you find that with language?
Yeah.
Is it very different?
I don't think so, cause you can buy the ticket online, like what I say, the train line, and once you buy the ticket, you can just bring your phone and use the barcode to the station, and you can get in the train, whatever. And you do not need waiting in line and buy ticket in the station, and that would be convenient. And you do not need to talk with the staffs in the stations. And if you want, you can buy a ticket in station. But if you want to save time, you can just buy it online. And
yeah. So you mentioned Manchester, London, big cities that. I mean, obviously I've been to London a few times. So everyone knows London. Not really a fan of big cities. I much prefer the countryside.
Yeah, countryside.
Yeah. Have you had any experience travelling around to the countryside, getting into some beautiful places?
Yeah, sure. So just like Warwick. It's a really big, not big city, but you can enjoy the countryside and many old buildings and whatever you want, the castle. And if you want to slow down, you want to enjoy life, you can go to Warwick, and it's really near to the Coventry City.
Yeah. And again, how do you get there?
The bus.
How do you like the buses here?
The bus, cause in China there is not the time for the bus. You just go to the station and wait for the bus. But in UK, you know when the bus will come, and they will come at that time. So it's really convenient. You just plan when do you want to go, and maybe 10 o'clock. So there is a bus coming in maybe 10 minutes. So it's 10 past the time. Oh, so you just wait here and wait the bus come, and you just go in the bus and buy a ticket. That's all.
So you think Warwick's great.
Yeah.
You've got Manchester,
Yeah.
London.
Yeah.
Have you got any places that you haven't been yet that you would like to go to?
I haven't been yet, and I want to go.
Yeah.
Edinburgh.
Yeah.
So it's far.
It's a bit far. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth going to. I would suggest if you're going to Edinburgh. Edinburgh's in Scotland.
Yeah.
It's very far north. It's a beautiful town.
Yeah.
Beautiful city.
Really good.
Lovely town. I would suggest if you're going as far as Edinburgh, always go further.
Farther.
Edinburgh is a very beautiful, it's a very big touristy town.
Yeah.
Lovely. Definitely try to go.
Yeah.
They have these tours.
Yeah.
So you can pay a tour and you can go in the evening and they will take you round the old buildings. You can do ghost tours, walking tours. Those are really interesting.
Yeah.
However, if you go further north, if you go up to the Highlands of Scotland, the Scottish Highlands, my favourite place up there is, well, it's near to a place called Fort William.
Yeah.
There's a town called Fort William.
Yeah.
It takes a lot longer because, of course, it's these beautiful mountains, streams. If you've ever watched the James Bond movie, when he goes up to Scotland, that's where it was all filmed. It is absolutely gorgeous. Fort William.
Yeah.
I love it. And last time I was in Fort William, there was a Highland Games.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Highland Games?
No, I don't think so. But I have many friends go to the Highlands.
The Highland Games are... Well, in England we have football. It's a very traditional game. Yeah. In Scotland they have something called the Highland Games, where it's about being very strong. It's the strong guys. So, one of the events, for example, is to toss a caber. So they have a very long, very big piece of wood, and they must throw it. Throw it. It's a very long piece of wood, so they have to balance it and hold it, which is very difficult, and throw it high enough so it flips over.
So flipped over.
So it flips over.
Yeah.
It's not how far you go; it's about how straight you flip it. Yeah. And all of these guys are all wearing the kilts. This in China, you always say, "Why do Scottish people wear skirts?" They wear the kilts, and they do lots of other strongman things like trying to throw heavy weights about as high as they can. It's very impressive, and I had to go, and it's difficult.
It's difficult.
Very really difficult.
So you need to be strong.
You need to be strong enough. You need to be strong enough with that caber, with the stick. You also need to be balancing because it's tall. Yeah. I would suggest Google, or if you're in China, Baidu Highland Games.
Yeah.
But as you say, the great thing about UK obviously is this countryside. Yeah. Well, Yushi Wang, thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Thank you very much. And if you've enjoyed this, and if you have any questions or anything that you would like to know about, please write them down below in the comment section, and we will look into those for future videos. Bye-bye.
Bye.